Welcome back to more Darkest Dungeon. The first time that we've actually made it a fair decent distance there. Region 3 out of 4, so one more region before we reach the Darkest Dungeon, the Mount itself. Now, where were we up to? Good question. I know that I've just left the inn. What do we have? What does our map show us? What does our goal show us? Avoid the field hospital. That should be okay. But also, I believe to enter the mountain we have to figure out or fight one of the lairs. So we might have to fight the one on the far left, which does avoid the hospital as well. So I think maybe if we just stick to the left for the most part, that should allow us to accomplish what we're looking for. In terms of our items, we've got a little bit of gems and other goodies here as well as some burn salves, the other bits and pieces as well. What do our characters have on them? Good question. We have a free trinket slot there, and otherwise they're used up. We have some medicinal herbs, a lot of bandages and some anti-venom. So I think we just started off here. We've pretty much finished everyone's quest except for yours there, our plague doctor. We'll see if we do go for that one, but I do like the idea of getting this great clotting cruor, which does increase our resistance to bleed, and that could be quite good against one of our frontline units. So let's see where our units want to go, as I do want to go either left or straight. That's my goal. And we have two wanting to go left and one wanting to go straight. Let's go to Oblivion's Ingress. Cultist encounter. Does that reduce loathing? Is that what I read? Let's figure out if that is indeed the case. Now we should be removing some of the stuff off of our screen. It's getting a little bit cluttered, but thank you all for sticking with me here as we did fail again and again and again, and then again some more in our earlier stages. But now I'm feeling a little more comfortable, but I am a little bit iffy about doing the same here. As we will, who do we go for? Does it really matter? I don't think so. A little bit iffy about fighting the lair coming up, but we kind of have to get that key or whatever that kind of piece is to be able to fight the final version of the mountain there. What do you have here? Trigger fire bomb skill. Oh, so that means that you are using that pyromantic. You're about to throw a Molotov at somebody on your turn. Is that the idea? We'll figure that out in a second, but for right now, let's see. The altar being up front would be quite good. The herald as well, not too bad. How much does this? It pulls 2, so I could pull you up the front. I think we just go for the back 2. We do this, that way we hit them both. We hit them both with the Plague Doctor. We can Iron Swan with you at the front. Hopefully, the Firebomb doesn't mean that you use that as your only action, that skill. Hopefully you also get to, use it like an item, and then also go for an attack as well. But we shall see if that is indeed the case. Let's find out. Bone Weaving, yes, you get multiple attacks. You are an upgraded version. Okay, so you start with a Firebomb, 5 burn. I think you want to go for you in the back row here, even though the ones up front have good or low burn resist. There we go. You managed to resist that. And oh wow, okay, so that is your only action that you can use that turn. That's a bit of a shame. We will actually use one set of medicinal herbs there to remove that from you. And then we go for our Plague Grenade in the back row here, trying to blight you, trying to remove some of your block. Hopefully between the two of you. There we go. Good stuff there to begin with. A little bit of damage coming in here. Do I bandage myself? I think so. And because you are blind, I feel like it's better sold here if I was to maybe taunt myself, block, riposte as well. Riposte would help with the dodges. So why don't we start off with the retribution here. Might even mean that if one of you two are attacking, then we can kind of get you back there. And indeed, that looks like that will be the case. We missed you, but we removed the blind, we removed the dodge. So all in all, I think a pretty good outcome for us. As I think, are you healing? You are adding regen. That regen's actually surprisingly big. So we go for the AoE damage at the back once more. And we just look to try and kill you in the back. So with that in mind, I think another round of Plague Grenade in the back creatures. We managed to blight them both, so now you've got 8 blight. I think the blight will kill you before the regen procs. I could be mistaken there, but that's my understanding of how it works. Alternatively, we could just try and take you out this way. I don't think we need to. I think maybe just start on the Wicked Hack to maybe start working on one of you guys. So why don't we actually start with you here? 6 to 10, 6, so a min roll there. You can't win them all, but also it's worth a shot now, right? We do have another set of bandages, I believe, so do I heal? Let's heal you, because I've got pretty good max HP, 42 to 46. That's about the same, to be fair. And we cannot use Retribution once again, so it's kind of a one and done type situation. Let's just go for the damage on the second row enemy then. Yes, the regen's going to bring them back up a little bit, but we do need to start taking out somebody, and hopefully that does do the job. You are critting next. Hopefully you die at the start of your next turn, assuming that nobody heals you. If they do heal, that would be quite annoying, but I don't believe so. Hopeful is great, remove some stress. Again, these positive conditions that we've got applied are very, very good for us. 4 to 8 damage. There's a good chance that we kill you here. And indeed we did. That also applies the unchecked power. And increases their bond, even better. Now the Plague Doctor is ready. We can't really use the Battlefield Medicine because nobody's under 50% HP, so instead, I think maybe we just throw a Noxious Blast on you and try and blight you. Now, does our bat creature die to the blight? No. Oh, you heal first. Oh no, okay, I should have at least hit you once more then. In that case, why don't we just use our Iron Swan and get the guaranteed blow there. We really didn't want you to continue doing damage to our party, that much is certain, or even buffing the enemies. Now we have you doing a crit. That crit is a little bit scary. Okay, that's good though. So we have 2 strength, so they both deal extra damage. You of course have block, which kind of negates that for the most part. I think we maybe now use Retribution. We know that the attack's going to come to you. We have the riposte. The riposte onto you might be quite useful, assuming you're attacking there. There we go. The crit is halved. You are dodging that, but that did remove a dodge. It did remove one of our strength as well, but all things said and done, I think that was a pretty good outcome for us. It's a tough fight though. This is, you know, I can't really get past that. Weakening Curse coming in, or we just go for the attack. I think we go for the Weakening Curse onto one of you two. Don't know if it really matters which one. The combo could be quite useful actually, as we do know that our... is he Bernard? No, what's his name here? Our you know, eye patch dude. Ooh, the crit's not great. And the blind's not great either. Let's see. We heal ourselves here. And actually, I feel like we do leave it for you to attack next, because that will allow you to get the healing from the combo. Now, the only downside is that you might not die as a result of that. Raucous Revelry heals others, improves stress, but I think we save that for later. Unfortunate dodge, but we knew that was going to be a risk going into that one. And we just go for the crush. 2 to 4 damage. We miss. Do we get the heal? No, because we don't even trigger the combo at all. Okay, well that's a shame. On kill, we get another one of those, which means 100% crit heal. So we kind of want to try and kill you here. Oh, that's a real shame. Oh, we still get the combo, so the unchecked power comes through. We're hoping that we can get a crit heal onto our friend here. We will actually get this bandage going as well. And now we want to guarantee the kill onto you. Now, do we do it with you or with you? Why don't we have multiple chances, as Death's Door might put you in a situation where you don't die automatically. Now, with that in mind, I think we go for the Battlefield Medicine. Oh, we can only hit you, but we don't want to hit you. Or do we? Do we mind? I don't know. I don't know. 13 HP brings you up to a pretty decent amount. Why don't we just go for the Noxious Blast and have a chance to kill you this way? Maybe that'll reduce some stress or get some other good wishes spent throughout the party. And now I think we go to Retribution. We again want you focusing on us primarily so that we can heal you up. Now we have 2 unchecked powers, which means, oh no. Why can I not condition blocked? Heal 0 to 50. Oh, minus 33%. Okay. Well, in that case, we go for you. Well, actually, you're about to crit, aren't you? So we want to apply the weakness. Not good. We want to heal you with you, but only when we can on your turn. So that's going to be a little bit tricky. That's only healing self. Winded target becomes... And you know what? The winded is worth it if it means that we weaken you. The weakness means that your crit isn't as scary as it once was going to be. And the crit of 4 much, you know, more preferable than the 6 or 8 damage that it was otherwise going to be. Battlefield Medicine can heal you, which means that your crit heal can now go across to here. So that's what we want to go for. We go for a little bit more damage here as well. We miss. Unfortunate, you're blind. Quite literally with the eye patch. And another Battlefield Medicine. Can't heal anybody else. So why don't we instead just go for a little bit of blight up the front row. And I think, you know, delaying this combat does make sense as we finally get the crit heal. Heals for 0 to 23. I think it should actually heal you to full HP because of the crit. Oh, the crit doesn't mean that you'll guarantee a high roll though. Huh. So we rolled awfully and it actually didn't pay off for us there. So that's a concern for us. Let's see if we can kill you. Okay, there's our crit at least. And maybe this kill here will get us across the line. But as it turns out, it wasn't worth waiting. Actually, do we get our Plague Doctor going first? We do. I think we start off here then, just so that we don't lose you. And can we heal with this? No, it's healed a little bit too much, so we just try and go for the kill. There's another death blow. So it didn't play out as well as I would have liked, but hopefully the traveling heal gets us back into a good position. What do we get? Some clapping monkeys, playing cards, some good stress relief at the inn. And if bleeding, get 1 stress, but extra 50% bleed resist. So we could really chuck that on somebody else who doesn't have it. I think the Helion has a free slot, doesn't she? So why don't we check what she's got going on? She's currently got, ooh, almost 100% bleed resist, so that's pretty good. And I think it's, oh, do we prefer you? Actually, now that I think about it, you've already got high bleed resist. Maybe we go for you, who has reduced bleed resist. We want to increase that, even if you gain extra stress, but then again, the stress is actually quite nasty too, isn't it? I think we leave it like that for now, and we see how we fare. Let's take the burn salve as well. Relationship's looking good, except for Helion and Al-Hazred. Everybody else looking pretty comfortable. Everyone loves Barristan, and Barristan loves everyone there. That's what you like to see. Get a nice wee party like that going, and then you can't really go wrong, can ya? Alright, we have a road battle. We don't care about road battles anymore, but then shortly thereafter I think we have our actual fight coming up shortly. Don't know why I said shortly multiple times there, but you know, I did deal with it. Elite enemies as well. We've got a little bit of extra speed, which is not great. Let's hope that you don't crit us and apply some extra stress, because you're already pretty stressed out, aren't you? I think we go for some AoE in the back row, and we do the same with our Plague Doctor. The combo. Does the combo work with the Plague Grenade? It does not, but that means that the combo sticks around, doesn't it? Double Blight is great. Now, I think Barristan, actually you having the block is useful there. Barristan can attack this one, which means that Iron Swan on the back might be useful. 4 to 7. Or do we go for a Retribution? You got 16 HP. I think the double block means that the Retribution is worth it. Does mean you've already attacked though, so it doesn't matter if you get a chance to attack this turn. We're going to go for our Iron Swan. And we get the death blow. Very nice. So that's one character that will not get, or one enemy that doesn't get a chance to attack this turn, which is a welcome addition, that's for sure. Just had a look up and thought that I hadn't started my recording. That would have been awful. Oh, glad that isn't the case. Okay, so what do we go for here? Who's going next? You're going next. You're going last. Let's just try and get the kill onto you. 1 HP, 1 HP. Okay, unfortunate. Nice combo for you, not so much for me. We do want to reduce stress there if we can. I think we just go for the guaranteed heal. 13 is a very, very nice heal. Brings you back to around about middle HP. And now, second one is the target. So we go big damage here. And then we hopefully finish you off with this attack right now. We would like to reduce our own stress, which can only be done by the Barbarian now, by the Helion. But I think we have to wait until next round for that to be possible. Now, we cannot heal. We could weaken, or we just go for the slice. Let us... You don't have under half HP, so your attack also won't get you. Let's just go for the kills then if that's the case, because we can't heal with you anyway. I don't mind removing stress from allies though. I think that is quite important, but that means that you might get an attack in. Is it worth it? Maybe the stress is fine. Maybe we just go for the kill and try and avoid the damage. Like so. We just would love some cooperation coming in so that people, you know, heal each other's stress. Bandages are useful. More playing cards. I guess the new inn that we're going to. I mean, to be fair, our party's already pretty happy with one another, aren't they? Resistance encounter coming up. This house means nothing. We heal for a bit. We do have Barristan there on the verge, of course, so we have to be a little bit cautious of that. And do we want the bandages? I mean, I would like them, but I think I save it for later on. Run over some of these, more bandages, no such luck. Our light is still nice and bright. And again, we'll keep an eye on whether that holds true later on. Barristan healing up to 26. Our fight's just about to start. And this is just our regular combat and not our lair. Ooh, that's a great one to start with. We will absolutely choose Barristan's. Very, very nice. The Plague Eaters start with the vulnerability, so they take more damage, and also we all start with a block. There's a chance that you gain an extra block from your whatever it is. Okay, so Do we go for you up front? I think so. We go here. Great death blow, great crit, absolutely fantastic. Unchecked power coming in. That is a great heal as well. Now that is what I like to see. I wouldn't have actually minded the stress relief, but that's still not bad at all. Now Iron Swan's going to be pretty big damage, isn't it? 9 to 15 with a 14% chance to crit. Okay, that was a max hit, less the crit. Max hit, yeah, that's correct. That is what I wanted to say. Do I go for the Noxious? I think I go for the Empowerment here to increase your damage. It's not huge, but it might make a difference. Feeding time, I figured that you might kill your own dude. Oh, you don't actually kill him, you just heal yourself with regen. Now you heal, right, okay. That does bring you up a little bit closer though. Beast of Burden, okay, just moves you. Nothing too serious, although it does mean that our Crush no longer works from there. So why don't we instead go for our Retribution, although, again, your stress is creeping up a little bit too high. So I think what we want to do is use our Helion to reduce stress. I think that's what we'll do next up. Plague Grenade's pretty good. This one's also pretty good. Ignores Blight Resist. Oh, what is your current Blight Resist? 75. Oh god, okay. Let's target you then. And we get the Blight. That's very handy. That does... see, if only that was the other way around, that would be great. Forward, block, Rampart is forward 1, knocks you back to the end of the turn. Why don't we... Rampart for 5 to 9 is actually a surprising amount of damage too. Now you do have the Riposte active, and we do have to use Raucous Revelry to help out our party member behind. It does include the Winded perk though, so that's not fantastic. We'll go for our second attack on the livestock, which should be a death blow, which gives you a second charge of unchecked power, which allows us to crit heal, if we get a chance to, of course. 15 crit, I'm glad that you were blocking there and that you had healed up beforehand. Oh no. Okay, the Meltdown's not good, but thankfully everyone still loves them, so that's what's useful about having a bit of a buffer. And that does mean that now the Word Reconstruction will crit, just hope that we get more than a 2 this time. It's better, not by much, but it is better. And look, there we go. Ren's doing a bit better as well, and honestly, all things said and done, your Meltdown, other than some, you know, friendships that you might have lost there to a degree, you know, everyone still supports you, and that's what I love to see about this team, you know, everyone's part of the same crew here, they're all working towards the same goal. You are stunned next time, that's not great, but at least it wears off right now. We are winded. I think we just go for the Wicked Hack and just try and hit as much as we can. How much regen is that? It's 3, but it ends very shortly. So I guess we'll actually just target you and apply the weakness, because your hit of 30 was pretty massive, and I'm a little bit scared of that if I'm being honest. Can we heal you? No, we can't, because you're exactly half HP, and this has to be less than half HP, doesn't it? Yes, okay. Now the only downside is that, I mean, it's a downside and upside, isn't it? Because this... You know what? No. We go onto you, more damage, and that way we attack you and we heal ourselves a little bit too. Inseparable. Wow, we get double damage as well now. Unfortunately, that doesn't work that way, of course. You know what? We're going to Retribution again. Get all the punishment coming in this way. You'll technically get an attack by attacking you regularly anyway, so all things said and done, that's pretty good. This results in more damage. I think that's worth it. 11 damage. And we actually used our Pyromanic perk, or Pyromania perk, to actually apply a little bit of burn. Now you keep healing, so those corpses are a little bit annoying. Maybe I should have focused on those corpses, but hindsight is 20/20, and I think now that we can just focus on damage, we should be in a pretty good way. Noxious Blast coming in, probably won't apply the Blight. Wow, okay, that was with 75% Blight resist, so that was pretty damn intense. Let's go for the Wicked Hack. 7 damage there as well. You are still weakened as well, so this attack targeting Barristan would be okay. Blighted, stunned, taunted one more. That's some nasty blight though, isn't it? So I think we do, you know what, 6 blight. We're going to use one of our anti-venoms. And actually, did I just heal past the point where I can use my Word Reconstruction? I did. So we're going to use our Weakening Curse here. Combos, it applies weak, that means that we can go for our Noxious Blast, but I think we go for the heal instead. I'm just hoping that we don't get a second time where the stress boils over. Okay, all of his buffs there diminish, and now we crush onto the combo, which gives us 10% healing, which is actually plus 5 HP. Pretty damn good. Not too shabby. Now what we could actually do is we should have a turn here. We use the Raucous Revelry. We reduce the stress of Barristan, even though we add another round of Winded. And then we just keep attacking you until we get the kill, which was right away. Perfect. Okay. So our team's pretty healthy. We get some road travel as well. Mastery is always fantastic to see. More Pipeweed. Increased speed but less max HP. I don't think the reduction max HP is worth that. I think that trade-off is a little bit too risky. And I think we keep moving onwards and upwards here. So, what are we looking for? Actually, we should be quickly checking our inventory items like this. You know what, we've already got somebody holding 2 blights. Why don't we take 2 bandages instead? And Pouch of Lie is not that useful, I don't believe. Now we are heading to our lair. We do have to fight the lair to get the trinket needed. Oops, as I managed to completely dodge that. We need to get the trinket to allow us to fight in the mountain itself, which seems to have been a new addition. There we go. Party members reducing stress of one another. That's very useful. Everybody's back up to basically full HP. And here is the lair, the Harvest House. If I remember correctly, is this the one with the baby that makes you eat its meat? I believe it does. Oh god, we got scared as well. Child's cries. I believe that is the one that we're talking about then, in that case. Let us just try and throw... Crit's actually great. Does a crit increase your blight chance? I'm not too sure. Anyway, Abyssal Artillery out the back. Is that how we deal with it? Yeah, screw it, why not? I mean, it's some of the best damage that we have on that character, isn't it? So, toe-to-toe is forward 1. And it taunts myself as well. So we'll do that, just to taunt. Although, taunting you is maybe not the best idea. Vile Feast. Does that kill him or does it just... Oh, it heals everyone by attacking him a wee bit. So we go for this character here again, but I think we actually go for Retribution once more. We want the damage coming in here. We want the riposte. Very, very nice. The ability to attack back after taking damage is good. You don't get a reduction in HP. Oh, but then you don't have the fodder ability anymore. Oof, that was a bit of damage. Please don't do that again. Good, that's good. Okay, so the second one might die to the blight, but we want to take you out regardless. We cannot heal you. I'm wondering if we just keep going for the Abyssal Artillery, even though you guys healed the last bit, but this time you shouldn't get the opportunity to. Raucous Revelry does not heal me currently, so we'll go for the Wicked Hack. Maybe I should have saved it for one of my other party members, but that seems fine. Now, do you still have good blight resist? You have decent blight resist. Why don't we go for the healing here then? Play it safe. We do know that we have to, you know, fight combat after combat after combat, and I'm glad that I ended up doing that. Because we might have been in a bit of a sticky situation otherwise. Let's keep going for you up front. Nice little hopeful, extra bit of damage. The fewer enemies on the field, the better off I'll feel. The more comfortable I'll feel about our situation. And there we go, another riposte working well for us. We can actually heal you again because you're at under half HP. So if we get the Plague Doctor, which we do, we will heal again. I believe these get replenished once again at the end of this combat, so we will see if that is indeed the case. Now, I think we go for the guaranteed, because your damage is not as good as the Helians. Great heal as well. Does that bring you back up to full HP? Fantastic. Alright, Retribution sounds great. Take the damage there on the chin. And you also have double block. Oh, okay. You decided to attack somebody else. The vulnerability is not great, but at least it was the third row character. And the riposte, they're doing great work again. And we also have low enough HP that we can heal you. Let's just keep going here. Crit almost gets you done as well. Great, yes. Get back Barristan's retribution or reputation with everyone after taking a bit of a spill earlier. Ooh, see, that's not great. We can't really do anything. So I think we move forward ready for our Iron Swan. But in the interim, do we heal you now? Or do we instead go for a... let's heal you. 13. And then hopefully we can take you out this turn. So it's 4 to 7. And you have 5 HP. Fingers crossed. Beautiful. That's what I like to see. Now it's just the last enemy left. That's one less attack that we face. And also closer to... Oh, hang on. No, you move forward. I thought the Iron Swan would do the work. But no, now you're in the second row. Let us use a Weakening Curse onto you. The combo might allow us to heal with somebody as well. And let's actually go for... Let's just buff you, actually. I don't think there's anything else that would really help us all that much. We can't use the Raucous Revelry just yet, unless we wanted to wait. But no, you've got 13 HP, so we just go here. 30 damage crit. Ooh boy, that is something. Let's keep going. I don't think we use too many of our active items, which is good, because those we can't replenish. Now, I think we definitely want to be targeting you up the back row there, the maid. So, with that in mind, do we attack you like this? No, I think we actually pull you to the front, and then everybody can have a piece of you. Also, I forgot about the combo, which is quite nice. You have decent blight resist right now. I think we Emboldening Vapors, our front row character, the most damage, the DPS dealer. And then we go for our Wicked Hack for 12 to 20 once again. Not quite enough, but you will get a chance to kill her before anybody else goes. So we don't get to use our block and our riposte this turn, but I think it was still well worth it. Thankfully, relationships are only blossoming here, not getting any worse than they otherwise were beforehand. And done again. Just seems to be you getting meat hooked every time. Nope, okay, never mind. I take that back. The positioning there isn't horrible, but it does mean that we can't use the sacrificial stab, so... And I guess that's not fantastic. Let's use the Weakening Curse onto you. You've already got a chance to miss anyway, so... That should be fine. This increases our blight chance. I think that makes it worth using. Only 10% blight chance we should... Or blight resist chance, I should say, excuse me. I think that is well worth it. Now we just hack at you at the front. And the burn as well. That's very nice. Okay, beautiful. So I'm glad that I used that damage reduction. And now let's use our Retribution. Focus all the damage here. And that will leave our other party members, oh, never mind, a bit healthier. But the miss coming in clutch. Although, to be fair, if we hit you below half HP, so if you took 4 damage, then we would have been able to heal you anyway. So maybe that would have been better for us. I don't quite know. That's 5 to 9 damage just on its own. Let's actually go for it. 9 damage, big hit, and the combo as well, which can heal Barristan a bit more. So I think we go for the hit here. 6 to 10, 8 damage plus 6 damage coming in there. 9 HP currently. Nice bit of stress relief. Again, wish that it went the other way, but, you know, you make do with what you got, I suppose. Now, this does heal you, but I think we actually want the damage into you and get a more guaranteed chance of killing you. So you might die to that. No, we can't do that. Let's just go for the Noxious Blast here. 3 damage. And Death Blow comes in. Beautiful. Okay, now it's just you. Meat Hook. Okay, now we can heal, and that heal will actually bring you above what you would have otherwise. I'm out of position. God damn it. Okay, that's not great. So now that heal can't be used, we can use our Word Reconstruction. Let's hope for a big heal. 7's okay. You are still below half HP, so there is a chance that we could wait for you and not kill you this round. I think it's actually worth it. I think it's worth it, and I think we use Barbaric Yorp to decrease your damage. You've also got the vulnerability. We also attack here to get some healing myself. Back up to basically full HP. The carve should be minimal. Please don't kill him with the riposte. There we go. The bleed won't be too detrimental to our situation. We Battlefield Medicine, plus 8 HP. There we go. Now you're in a much healthier situation. And now we just want to kill you as quickly as we can, if at all possible. Do I use my bandages now? Because you will take some extra damage if I don't. I think I don't, because that way Barristan can heal on the combo. Ooh, does he heal on that? No, it's a different type of attack. There we go, but it's Barristan's turn now. He heals due to this, and he gets the death blow. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Back to full relationship here. They are best buds, and we have to go for the next one. We get extra inventory slots, which actually would be very fantastic going into our final area. Kitchen knives. Weapon Noxious. Gain on crit. Heal 2. Gain on blight. Resist. Extra action 20%. If target is blighted, plus 15% crit. Okay. So that would be quite a nice item on my Plague Doctor, right? Surely. How do we deal with this? How do we deal with this? We've had so many situations where we just lose our max HP. The reduction in stress is actually very huge. 51 damage there. We have to go for the meat up front, surely. Surely that is the only way. So with that in mind, what is your blight resist? Very high. So I think I go for the Emboldening Vapors on our healing up the front. This is the one that keeps being my undoing. So I think the only way through is to maybe just go for the damage. The crit chance is high. I do like the Weakening Curse as well. So maybe we Although you have a high debuff chance, don't you? No, the weakened is good. Please dodge this. Okay, you did not dodge this, which is a shame because you're about to attack next. You also get the attack buff, so that's quite useful. Do we try the retribution there? We don't go for the heal. Hold the line is not that useful. Retribution. I mean, retribution does give us the attacks back, doesn't it, as well? So the riposte there, I think, is worth going for that every time that we can. Please don't get these guys triggered. The blind is okay. So you have to eat. Let's go for the lower HP one right here. And we do get some stress relief, but the reduction in max HP is not great. Actually, that block was not great either. Was that because you're doing your bigger attack next? Nope. Okay, so you're now up the front. Do we just go for you up the front, though? 4 to 8. So this does apply burn to self. 4 to 8 back there. I think you heal by attacking. Did I hit you? Oh, I missed. Bugger. Okay. I think you heal by eating these if I don't kill them quicker, right? Okay, the Respectful's working out very nicely for us. We will now be able to use our blinding gas, I believe. Or do we go for a plague grenade? Plague grenade is just decent damage by itself, even if it does miss, which it did. So I guess actually it does nothing in that case. Let's see, 12 to 20 damage. Surely we just go for this. Is the Iron Swan worth it? That's 9 to 15. You know what? Iron Swan is worth it. And it applies the combo. It's pretty big damage, so I think that is well worth it. Now, please do not... No, stop it. Why are you the one that doesn't get it? That's what I want to know. That's 6 to 11. It also heals us a little bit. We are blinded, so of course if it misses then it's not great. But the hit is actually, well, is, you know, a very good thing for us. Did we... Oh, did you not have the combo? Okay, the crit onto both of you is not great. Please don't do that again. It's not too bad. Okay, we have to keep the healing going here. So we go for the big heal. I mean, we can't do it onto you because you're exactly half HP. We do the heal onto you, for sure.
This wound, at least, has been tended to.
I don't know how I feel about this so far. So we can use the Blight Heal onto you. Blight Heal might be better saved a bit later on, honestly. Let's use our Retribution and targeting South so that we have the riposte, we have the block. Okay, you want to attack them out the back. It is Whistle Artillery, which is a chance to miss, or 4 to 8 damage, or we pull you from the back row. No, I don't think that's necessary. Maybe the Curse? Let's try this. Maybe I should have done it on you. We missed anyway, it doesn't really matter. Oh god, I can't even Iron Swan now. That's unfortunate. 36, 36, doesn't really matter which one we go for, does it? Which is a shame. 19 HP, so the heals are not as effective anymore. Good little bit of comeback damage. Okay, that's alright. No more taunt, but you are down to 18 HP. Thought that was going to be a big attack. Okay. You both resist the bleed though, so I'm glad that I got those bleed trinkets. Raucous Revelry actually heals a little bit too. And it reduces some stress, so that's actually not too bad. The Winded for the rest of the combat though, maybe not looking forward to that one as much. Let's see, we go for the Word Reconstruction. We try it on you, big heal.
Relief comes rarely in these
Those
times.
wasted turns feel so bad. Okay. Do we go for the 13 heal onto you, or the 9 heal onto you? I think we go for the 13 onto you. But again, our whole turn was just wasted trying to heal other people there. We didn't do any damage, we're not any closer to killing the enemies. Okay, you are blinded twice, which is pretty awful. You are wanting to eat as well. The Blight Resist, maybe we just use it now. Maybe we should have used it beforehand as well. But it is what it is, right? Let's defend you. Because we can't have the Helion dying. That would be absolutely awful. Get in the sand, you're blind as well, and you're blighted again. And blighted again. Okay, so that's why I'm glad that we do have one more of those to use. Do we go for the heal here, or do we go for the Plague Grenade at the back? 2 to 3. But again, the Blight Resist is so big. But if we did hit it, it would be amazing. That, oh no, we actually can't heal you with this. You know what, we're going for the back, dudes. We need to get some damage, we need to get some kills. We're just going in here. Oh, you move forward, don't you? Oh, that means that we can't use the Abyssal Artillery either. Okay, that's not fantastic. We go for the damage here, 50% chance to hit, 4 to 8, or we go for the Weakening Curse on you. Let's just try for it. Have to do the damage, and if we miss, that's going to set us back quite a ways. Okay, that's not too much damage at least. What about this one? Tempting Aroma, are they going to get it? Okay, you have to move forward and try and eat them now. I don't think you can reach those, so that's quite useful. We heal up you. We do have our Retribution back, so we will use that. Again, the Riposte is actually doing a surprising amount of damage, so I can't complain too much about that. Even if we are blinded. We cannot use Raucous Revelry any longer. It's either going to be Iron Swan for a lot of damage. Oh, sorry, Wicked Hack for a lot of damage, or we Iron Swan the one at the back, which does apply the target. It's so much better damage though. I feel like we can't skip on a time like this, right? 13, alright, well not huge. Maybe he eats his friends then as well. 9 HP, miss. Ooh, 2 HP there, don't attack the front row, thank you. Miss again, but that means that the blinds have all but left. And now, we can do this first, and we can still do this heal after the fact. So 0 to 16, 11, there we go, we're finally getting some decent heals. And now I think it's quite important for us to use Battlefield Medicine onto you, so that we remove your bleed and get you back up, because that heals for the most amount as well. But again, I just feel like in these fights we're not able to get ahead. Like we can do damage, we can always do damage, 4 to 7, 6 to 10. Maybe we just go for you up the front. 7 damage, but yeah, it's just whether or not we can actually get the kill in is always, you know, we're just falling short. 4 to 7, there we go, we didn't miss that time. The blind is, I mean, this man is blind as a bat. I mean, to be fair, with his eye patch you can expect it a wee bit, as the depth perception might be struggling. But regardless, the amount of damage that we are taking and just number of harvestings that we're having, the harvest hungers. Death's Door is not good to see, especially not on our Helion doing a good chunk of the damage. We cannot heal you any longer either, so we're relying on you now. With that in mind, I think we then go for the damage up the front, which only really is this one. So maybe we use the medicinal herbs just to get rid of this.
This wound at least has
and then we just throw a Noxious Blast, even if it doesn't... Oh, Respectful's pretty good. It didn't blight, so that's a bit of a shame. But the extra attack there certainly helped. And now we try and bring you back. Actually, we did have another set of bandages over here. 0 to 48. Why is it 0 to 16? Why did it show 48? 10 HP, there we go, brings you back, but the bleed... Not so good. Not so good. Don't like that one at all. Okay, you jinx, so you are weak for next time, but we're mainly concerned about your big attack, which I can't remember whether you do that at the front row or at the back row. Okay, we have to eat. We consume you. Oh, the burn is nice. The burn could be useful. Oh, wow. Okay, that inseparable, that heal came in clutch. Now, can we kill you with this? 3 to 6, 4, plus the burn. Oh, it's you next. 3 damage is good. I'm glad that that was the wasted vulnerability rather than a big attack. Ooh, the characters in the back are also needing a bit of healing now. That's a bit tricky. In fact, why don't we heal you this way? And I think we need to keep our healer alive. The only healer that can properly heal now is you've run out. Let's do it this way. 8's okay. And that's not too bad. Now, we throw our Plague Grenade. And we get a death blow. Okay, 1 down. That's not too bad with having all 4 party members still alive. For now, they're alive for now. Whether or not they will be later on is another question, Tyler. We do have to eat that. I'm really surprised that eating them, yes, it reduces your stress, but I thought for sure that you might get a little bit of healing. And there we go, more burning too. This is, I was about to say looking promising, but then that happened, so... Okay, good, you're attacking the ones at the back. Is that good? The Blight's certainly not good, I'll tell you that much. Respectful's great though, or any healing that we can get is huge. Now, Noxious Blast, we do kind of want to go for the one in the back. You do have high blight resist again. Who else has really good damage? Not anybody really. Plague Grenades, let's just go for the Plague Grenade. We keep trying until it works. That's where we'd love if your heal had a few more procs, a few more charges. Hit in the sand, can you miss your own heals? Let's see. 0 to 17. 7's okay, or you bleed it again though, that's not great. We will try the Retribution, because we'd prefer the damage to come into you rather than our Helion, I believe. Although it's a close one. If it hits them both, that's not great. But the damage back is good. Although you're not dead just yet. Come on, Helion. Oh, hang on. We can heal yourself a little bit though and reduce some stress. Or do we go for the potential kill? No, I think the heal's more important, even though it's not much. We're double winded though. That's not good. Oh no, please don't lose you. Okay, you resisted at 4 HP. Oh wow, okay. Hopeful. No heal this time. Would have preferred the heal. Now, we heal ourselves or we heal you? Don't we have a blight potion on somebody? In that case, I think we heal you. Only 6? I think you might die anyway if that's the case. Let us only target the back row enemy with that. Gee, do we want to blind you? Maybe blinding you is actually pretty good. The plague grenade's not going to be enough to kill you anyway, so let's give it a go. Let's try and blind you. And it worked. Okay, now we just have to hope that you miss. You did miss. Okay, I think that was well worth it. Now what about you? It's a big attack. Double death's door. Bleed on one. No harm on the other one though. Please don't die here. Thank you. Okay. How do we go for this? The crush is a little bit of damage. The hold the line doesn't do too much. The defender doesn't really do anything either. So I think we just go for the damage onto the front row enemy. Don't kill my second guy. Thank you. Don't kill my back dude either. Thank you. Did I use my last blight potion or is it on you? Oh, we've got the burn salve. I should not have taken this one. Not that useful just at the moment. Wicked hack means that we can't attack the one behind. But 8 to 13 damage is pretty good. Min roll. Please don't die. Thank you. We have to heal ourselves here, I feel like. 8. I'm just really hoping for a big heal soon. This could be it for both of us. Okay, we keep the Helion, but losing you is pretty horrific too. And let's see, Plague Grenade again. We might kill you. There we go. Okay. No. Alright. 2 range characters against you, 77 HP to get through. Both of our characters very, very weak, but at least you're doing Maws of Life because now you're stuck up the front, aren't you? But the good news is that you guys will take at least one more hit. And I think we have to go for you here. No. It's actually awful. Okay, we have to keep hoping that we blight you. And that's not too bad. That's going to be 12 damage of your 70 HP. Just need another 4 of those. Uh-oh. I think we might be dead here. So is it actually worth killing the meaty guys first, or do we just go for you? That's a good question. I feel like we just have to go for... Actually, I don't want to be blighted myself. I think we have to try and... Come on. Okay, I mean, to be fair, I think we're going to run out of this one, but I feel like our luck with the heals were pretty laughable. And it's a shame that the run had to end in such a fashion. But again, I just don't know what I could have done differently. Let's see, you didn't die there. What about this time? Crit heal? Okay, 13's pretty good. But you are bleeding for 8, so... And you're taking about 7 damage per hit. The Jinx is good though. But you're probably dead in short order, maybe even on your turn. Not quite, okay. So you're saying there's a chance. Okay, Meltdown. That's fine, don't worry about it. Nobody to hate you for it. Okay, now we get all the big heals, of course. If we had some of these heals earlier, I really feel like that we might have been in with a much better chance. Now, of course, you would have been using Maws of Life twice each turn anyway. So I think maybe my strategy for taking out these enemies is not right, and we should be attacking you first and just ignoring the others. The others are bait. You know, usually you want to take down the ads first, but in this case, I don't think that's the right play. So unfortunately, we do lose in area number 3, but we get quite a few candles there. So those candles will be very nice, which we will use in our next episode. Speaking of which, thank you all for joining us here for this episode. If you did enjoy, please do give the video a like and a subscription. It helps out a great deal. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye there, folks. Bye for now. See ya.